It's worth $300 billion annually, but with ownership rates increasing to 200% or more in many countries, where are the growth stories left in today's mobile youth? You're watching MobileYouth TV. This is the show where every week we highlight key growth stories from the world's 1 billion strong mobile youth market. My name is Graham Brown from MobileYouth. This week we're going to look at a solution for the world's 200 million rural mobile youth, and we're going to start in Africa, in Kenya, with a service called M-Pesa. Take a look at this.
Think rural youth in emerging markets and you'll probably conjure up images of kids playing with sticks in the field or Grameen telephone ladies lending out mobile phones to the village. Well, those images still do exist today, but I want to invite you to take a second look at this emerging market of 200 million mobile subscribers under the age of 30. And here's what's interesting. For the best part of a decade, the protagonists have pushed services like mobile banking, mobile commerce, mobile learning in developed economies, but we find ourselves back where we were in 2000 saying next year will be the year of mobile banking, mobile commerce and mobile learning. So what happened? The reason is that in developed economies these services are mere nice to haves. In emerging markets, however, with the 200 million mobile youth we classify as rural, the story is very different. So let's take a look at these growth stories of must-have life changes. We start in Kenya with M-Pesa. Now, Pesa means cash in Swahili, and this is very much a mobile cash solution aimed at the unbanked. Without an established retail payment infrastructure in Kenya, M-Pesa has filled a hole in the lives of African youth. There are currently 10 million Kenyans registered, not bad in a country with only 4 million bank accounts. So how does it work? Well, M-Pesa works in 4 ways. 1, person-to-person transfer. 2, individual to business, e.g. buying mobile phone airtime. 3, cash withdrawals at any of the country's 17,000 agents. And 4, microfinance. Why does M-Pesa work for rural youth? Well, here's 3 reasons. 1, trust. The trust in education about incumbent financial services was low, so it would take a new entrant to change that landscape. 2, price. There's no registration or monthly fee. 3, logistics. For many rural youth, traveling to the nearest bank could be a journey of 50 to 100 miles. So why do we like M-Pesa here at Mobile Youth? Well, let's look at the 3 reasons why we like it. 1, services like this are not only going to bring the unbanked online, but also provide a wider catalyst for growth. As microfinance has proven, access to capital is a crucial first step for young communities to lift themselves out of poverty. 2, even though the rural mobile youth market is worth now just under $5 billion annually, margins are low. Now service providers have an opportunity to monetize these very thin margins. You spending $1 a month on mobile in rural markets may well be committing up to 100 times that amount through mobile commerce. And lastly, we like it because youth like it. The acid test of whether a service has long-term sustainability is whether the next generation support it today. Here are just a few quotes gathered by our research partner Teenwise Media in Kenya from M-Pesa users. First up, it's 17-year-old Kevin Wangobi. He says, "It's like my mobile bank account. It comes in handy during emergencies. I've done a lot of purchases through Zap." For youth like Kevin, we see levels of trust in the service are pretty high, key to a wider adoption. Moving on, it's very convenient as it has saved us long queues in banks and ATMs, says Ida Asin, age 25. Convenience here is absolutely paramount. Note how she uses it also for airtime top-up. This is key in the wider adoption of M-Pesa. Getting people to use new services often requires usage footholds. iPod to iPhone, IM to texting, iTunes to App Store. Youth are already familiar with topping up their airtime, so this will help them get familiar with the service and begin exploring the 4 usage scenarios we've highlighted earlier. Consider that Kenya now has a mobile youth population of over 10 million. There's significant growth left in this service. Consider also the potential impact in other markets. Nigeria with 8.5 million rural mobile youth, China with 60 million, and India just short of 100 million. On that basis alone, we expect mobile banking to be the next wave of growth, not among the youth of London or New York, but the rural youth of Lusaka and Nairobi.
I hope you enjoyed today's presentation on rural mobile youth. This is just one of 7 key growth stories from this particular segment. If you want to download the free ebook that accompanies this video, go to this URL now at the bottom of your screen, and also do this: bookmark this URL you're currently on and check back next week, because every week we'll bring you a key growth story from the world's 1 billion strong mobile youth market. My name's Graham Brown. Until next time, goodbye.